And good morning. As we track everything that's going on this morning, of course, severe weather has moved to the area over the last 5-6 hours since daylight. Basically, as we pull up radar, this is what we're still looking at this morning. It is coming down buckets of rain at this point. A mess outside. We want everybody to be extremely careful no matter where you're going, what you're doing. Joining us now from the Lauderdale County Emergency Management Team, Odie Barrett. Good morning, Odie.
Good morning. How are you, Scotty Ray?
Man, good. What kind of situation do we have in Lauderdale County right now? What do you know about roads, and what do you suggest over the next few hours?
So right now, the city just shut down 26th Avenue around the underpass because of the amount of rain and the flooding that's going on there. We do have a road that's impacted by a tree up in Martin and one in Causeyville. Excuse me. And we haven't had any more reports come in yet of those. You know, like you said, we've got a tremendous amount of rain that we've seen in our area overnight, and we're not through yet. We've still got a tremendous amount of rain coming.
Now, we had a tree also down up in Marion near Lamar School somewhere, didn't we?
We did, and then a car had gotten involved with that tree somehow. I'm not real sure to the extent of the damage on that, but we do know a car was affected by that tree. So that's one of our biggest things is the amount of rain we've got. The trees are going to fall, and that could be on top of power lines like what they're experiencing out in Martin, or just across the road that's impacting travel. So
now,
we're not anywhere through with this rain at all.
And that's my question. What do you expect to roll in later today? Are you expecting more of this?
We are expecting more of this, and you know, you don't want to say that we can get rain much harder than what we've got now, but we do expect some strong storms to come through. And you know, there again, the amount of rain that we're experiencing here that's already pushing our creeks and rivers to their max. It's the rain that's going on north of us that water has got to shed down here through us. And we've got to do something with that water. So, you know, even when the rain stops, we're still looking at a long time frame of still getting water coming in and causing possible flooding.
Now, in the background, I pulled up radar that we've got right now, and this is stretching from Tomb Suba directly across the center of Lauderdale County through downtown Meridian, and then that southwest corner going into Enterprise and Stonewall south of us, and Hickory, all those areas getting it. And you made another key word there just a moment ago, and I wanted to pull this up about power outages. Fortunately, at the moment, I've got the screen pulled up. EMEPA is 100% at this time and no power outages. Almost a miracle at this point.
That's awesome. That really is. And we hope to keep it that way. But, you know, we do feel that because of the amount of rain that we've got, the amount of rain we're getting, and the shape of a lot of our trees that we see around, that's very possible that we will see power outages throughout the day.
All right, let me ask this. This used to be a problemed area, and I'm assuming that it still is. By Rush Hospital, if you're coming up on 18th from the bridge, does that area still flood like it used to?
Not as bad, but we do still see a little bit of water in that area. Two of our spots that we keep an eye on, of course, is 24th Avenue and 14th Street, right there at the bottom of the hill by Imperial Cleaners and the old Superstop and Walgreens.
Right.
That will usually back up. And then around 10th Avenue at the bridge, we'll see some water get pretty high. And I've only seen it over the last couple of years where it got to the road, but it didn't infect the travel.
Now, I know earlier, around 8 o'clock, we got reports of a wreck on Highway 39 there near Alliance, where it took out some mailboxes and the UPS box. And then also we had a report of a pretty serious wreck on Highway 45, I believe, 45 at 19, where a vehicle had overturned. Are we seeing a big increase on your end of auto accidents this morning?
You know, it has picked up just like it did the other day. We had a tremendous amount of motor vehicle accidents, you know, back to back. The amount of water once you cross a puddle of water, it doesn't have to be very deep. It could cause your tires to hydroplane. You'll lose control of your vehicle. And you know, you don't want to use brakes and slam on brakes. You want to just kind of steer with the flow. But there again, driving too fast, driving over water that's in the road, not really paying attention, that's the cause of the majority of these wrecks.
Now, are you, because I spoke to Jody Pennington, the sheriff of Newton County, just a little bit ago, and I'm going to show this picture in the background. And this is why he was urging people, if you didn't have to travel in Newton County, to stay at home. This is a picture of water almost up in somebody's home. It is drastically high in Newton County. Are we as bad as Newton County, or have they got it a little worse there than Lauderdale County, in your opinion?
You know, it's hard to say. I hadn't really paid a whole lot of attention to what they've got. I know that they're dealing with a lot of flash flooding. I do know over by Van Zyverton, up in that neighborhood off of Nature's Way, we've got a lot of houses that's being impacted right now. We've partnered with the city and got them some sandbags. They're in the process of filling those sandbags to get those sandbags out to those residents out there to try and keep this water out from their homes. We experienced a little bit of flooding out there a couple of days ago, and then now here we are experiencing a little bit more than what we experienced the other day, and it's not through flooding that area over that way as well. So we have multiple houses that's in the impact zone right now that are sitting there for potential flooding inside their home.
Okay, well, Odie, keep us up to date with what you know is going on in Lauderdale County, and should we need to pass along any information of what has happened, all power up and going in Lauderdale at the moment. And thank you, Odie, for talking with us this morning.
You're welcome, Scotty Ray, and if I could, I want to give you a phone number.
Okay.
If you've got any kind of flooding or impacting to your home or anything, to report that, you can call 911. Especially if it's an emergency. If it's not an emergency, you just want to get that information out to us, because we do need to know when roads flood. If you'll call us at 601-482-9852.
All right, that's 482. Yeah, do that again for us.
Yeah, 482-9852. And that's to our office here. And we'll be able to associate that with a particular area, get a road crew out there to make sure that everything is safe and passable. But turn around, don't drown. Don't go across some water that you don't know how deep it is, or even if the road is there up under it.
All right, now I had another question that just popped up on this, and I know that your phone starts ringing every time this is even breathed. Any word from schools about closing early or anything to that effect, or is it safer for them to stay at school at this point?
Yeah, as of right now, it's safer because of the amount of rain and water that we've got crossing these roads. We'd rather keep the school buses off the road right now until some of this can subside and we see exactly what we've got going on. That ultimate decision is made by the schools. My phone's been ringing, and I've gotten a bunch of messages while we've been on the phone. I hadn't had to look, but we have not discussed with the schools yet. But I feel for sure that we'll be on the phone with them, and we give them the information that we can get and let them make that ultimate decision on what they think is best for the school.
Okay. Anything else that you need to add that we might have left off?
Right now, that's it. Just everybody stay safe when you're on the roads. If you've got to be on the roads, just drive cautious, be safe, slow down. It's better to get there late as long as you get there.
That's correct. Again, thank you, Odie, for joining us this morning. I'll be in touch.
Thank you, Scotty Ray. Sounds good.
All right. Talk to you later. Again, head of Lauderdale County Emergency Management, Odie Barrett, joining us. Now, as we're sitting here, I'm seeing a lot of comments. I'm also, and I don't have a way to get this pulled up just yet, but the scene at Sebastopol, Lee's Steakhouse on Highway 21, underwater. I'll get those pictures posted here in just a little bit. But it is, I hadn't seen that much rain, and I don't know when. It is everywhere. We urge you, and as I spoke to Jody just a little bit ago, if you don't have to be out, stay at home. This stuff is, let me see if this will, I'm not sure if it will work or not. I'm going to try this if I can get it to pull up, just to give you a quick glimpse of what things look like. Yeah, let me pull this screen up here. This is Lee's Steakhouse on Highway 21. Y'all see that? Now, that's a smaller picture than I like showing. That was the quickest way I could get it up. Look how high that water is into that building. Now, as we all know, that's not safe to drive in by any means of the imagination, and that's everywhere this morning as we're looking at this. Just constant pictures rolling through. Let me go to the web page of some of the things. As I mentioned, this was Newton, city of Newton, just a little bit ago, where we got those pictures. Let me ease down of what we do have and what has been sent in this morning as we get a little refresh there. This is going to be 38th Street Parkway Boulevard. We posted this picture just a little bit ago, tree down across that. And with this, any type of wind that we have, this with the saturated rain is going to cause more and more of this. Union, I am seeing tons of remarks here about Union being underwater. It's lots of it. Now, a big thank you as we pull this up. Lauderdale County crews have been out. These guys work hard as they're cutting up, getting these trees. Now, see, that's a big tree there across that area, across Bird Donor Road, just a little bit earlier of what they've been working on there. Now, if you've got a picture, you've got any area that needs to be addressed, please pass that along to us so we can share this with others and save somebody from having to drive through this. Driveways in Union. Let me show this. Union football field. I just got this sent. Look at this. Have y'all ever seen so much? Union is just getting pounded there. Let me go back here. I think we got some more pictures that were added to that little thread there. And I've got a thread up to where you can add a picture. Here's another driveway. Here's Conahatta. Let me show you there how much water's come across there. You'll see the area there. Look at all that debris. That has been over the road at one point. Pretty good picture there depicting that. And I got another picture of Union, if I am not mistaken, mixed in with these pictures. Again, you can add yours. Here's a driveway that is underwater. This is Union, Mississippi here. Now, we've got this in Lauderdale County also, I would imagine. As these creeks fill up in Kemper County as well, we're getting those in Kemper as well. Let me slide down and see if anybody else... I need all comments. Sometimes it tries to hide comments and things. It's just the way it does. Let's see here. Chunky Duffy Road. Let's pull this up. Here's a view of it. And that's looking across a windshield. Look at that water across the road there. And again, as Odie pointed out, if you can, don't cross roads that have water. I know it looks like, well, I could make it. It just isn't worth your life in no shape, form, or way. Stamper Road Pond. Stamper Pond Road. Let me show this. Y'all look how dangerous this is. If what this has done is cut the entire road out. Now, I was sent a picture, and I don't have it handy, just a little bit ago. Edinburgh, a complete road washed out just a little bit ago. Now, that's going to be just west of Philadelphia into Leake County, right across there, Highway 16 as you go across there. That was pretty serious. That was a major washout, and you come around a curve, there'd be no way to see that. Old 8th Street Road by the soccer complex has had flooding, we're told. Little Rock, Decatur Road, Highway 15 in Union is closed. Let's see here. Shay said it's very dangerous. Let's see here. Some more pictures down there. I'm trying to figure out where this one is. Chunky. Missy had sent this in. I think it was Missy. Maybe somebody just shared her post. I believe it was. But a car underwater off of her page. And it's just all throughout the area we're seeing this. Now, let me see here what we've got in comments here. I honestly expected more wrecks at this point. What that tells us is that most people have stayed off the roadways, and we're encountering little to few wrecks at this point, which is great news. We're glad of that. If you look at this is County Road 298 in Neshoba County. Look at that. That's just tremendous. We don't normally see this kind of weather in our area and it's just bombarding us this morning as we scroll through this. And I may have shown this when we were live on the morning show. I'm unsure, but this was the scene of the wreck on Highway 39 earlier when people were trying to, around 8 a.m., trying to get to work. This is, if you had a FedEx package that you were going to drop off here, it's not there anymore. They'll be having to put up a new box before long. Most likely, that looks to be a single car accident, lost control, and hit that. And as I said, we're seeing less wrecks right now because there's not as many people on the highways and byways. Be careful for whatever reason if you've got to go I-20. We've seen a lot of this area west of us, between here and Newton, that road cups. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And it just increasingly having people run off the road and wreck. I'm glancing down here to see if we had any pictures that I haven't shown. It's over and over. This was Philadelphia, and let's look at this. This is Philadelphia right here, if you'll see that. And that's just Boo-Koodles. I think I showed that earlier on the morning show. And there's a lot of other pictures that have come in that I have not had a chance to get up and post there. We're getting pictures now from the Neshoba County Fairgrounds. Let's see if I can pull this picture up. This is Neshoba County at the fairgrounds. Look at that. Yeah, it's going to be some major cleaning have to go on at the Neshoba County Fairgrounds, isn't it? Here's another picture of that as we look there. It's just tons. And these pictures are small. It does that way when they're inboxed for whatever reason. I'm not real sure as to why, but Neshoba County Fairgrounds underwater as we look at that. I texted earlier, and let me see if I was checking with Eric Clark. Eric hadn't got back with me. I'd ask him, did they have any issues in Neshoba County that they're aware of? We do see now that the Neshoba County Fairgrounds. Here's one more shot of this that was sent in. A different view of what we just looked at, so to speak. You see that? There's lots of different angles you can look at all of this of what we got in the Neshoba County Fairgrounds there. Let's see. I got the Union area. Yeah, that's it's just tons of Union pictures of water coming in. Let me close that. Let's see here. That's old. I almost read the wrong thing there. Now, as we mentioned in the comments a few minutes ago, we have not heard anything from any school. So to our knowledge, all schools are wide open today and will remain open. Should that change, we will fix that for you here in a little while and go live and let you know who it is and post all the information that we do know in the area. Paul Smith, stay at home if you can. I agree with that 100%. Looking over our comments here to see if I missed any roads. Glancing. And a lot of this has to do with most of you are at home. You're not out traveling if you don't have to now. So it's City of Union is flooded real bad right now. The police department and Union School FFA building, East Central Community College, New Band Hall is flooding in Decatur. Drains are clogged on 36th Street and 29th Avenue in the Meridian area. You can see water pouring out of the drains. Highway 21 just south, outside of Sebastopol, inside Neshoba County, is out of light. So power out in that area. Highway 21 near Sebastopol. Let's see here. Talking about Old 45, Old Marion to Meridian, lots of water standing. That road does hold that. Teresa, thank you for passing that on to us. A lot of folks watching from Zero. Lori Brown, how are you doing? The city's out making sure the drains aren't clogged. And that's a good move for everybody to make sure this stuff flows off there. Let's see, Pickensville, Alabama watching. Appreciate y'all. Newton County has been getting hammered. Lots of comments on that. The Dixon community in Neshoba County getting a lot of rain that has moved through there. Now, let's look at radar. I haven't gone there in the last little bit to show you what we've got right now and what we've got. Let's pull up Meridian Honda radar, and we'll look at this right now. We zoom in on this right here. Let's see what happened in Tooum Suba. Everywhere you see these little remarks or where someone has reported something to the National Weather Service, and we're getting this in, it looks like in the Tooum Suba area. Flooding on US 80 between Telephone Station and Betts Radcliffe Road in Lauderdale County. So we've got flooding there. That's being reported to the National Weather Service. Now, we've had several lightning strikes. We're still showing that from Tooum Suba to Wyandotte, steady rain there. A little bit heavier there. And let's turn on locations here where we can see this. Now, you've got right here at the Boy Scouts is in between here. And what is this road here? Let's look at this, make sure I got it right. We zoom in on this. This is going to be Causeyville-Wyandotte Road. And between Causeyville-Wyandotte Road and Camp Bonacci is heavier rain there in the southeast area. It's still raining at Wyandotte, but not as bad as it is right now. Now, we move over here to this west part of the county. We're looking over here where our friends are sitting this morning at Freeman Tractor. Heavy rains there. And, of course, we all know that 496 is a winding little road. This stretch where 496 comes out right here at the fire station, past Owls, past the back porch and Rock House Trading Post, all the way down to MCC there on 19 is heavy rain. If you're in that area, be careful. And this is going to move across due south, comes right past the airport on Highway 11, but just to the west outside of here, over here at Meehan, in between there and the jail, we've got a lot of rain. All right, we got something from Clark County, flash flood warning for Clark County. And we did expect that. That just come across there. Now, let's zoom out. Let me turn this off and make sure there aren't any warnings or anything that we're not aware of. We'll just do this. Let me do this so it doesn't, let me refresh the page to make sure we got the latest and greatest of what is out there. Let me turn this back on and let me look at one more area here. We just got a flood warning for Scott County. That has just been issued. This is just to our west, just west of Newton. Scott County, we're definitely getting that. Reports of flash flooding in Hinds County. Flash flooding for Kemper County and Neshoba County will continue until 11:45. Flash warning for Madison. I'm just glancing over all this. Storm reports, that was through 9 a.m. Okay, nothing else is new on that. Let's go back to radar. So what we have, let's pull this up where everybody can see our reading Honda radar. This is Clark County, and this flood warning doesn't go all the way to Shibuda. Let's turn on back on our locations where you can see this. This is going to cut across. Right here at the line is going to be the Thiedville Volunteer Fire Department. Right across their front door, due west over to the Jasper County line is where this is. And this will be just due south of where Harmony Baptist Church is. Oh, we'll put this maybe 3 miles due south of Jace Taxidermy there. All of this area is under it. But if you'll look at this, some of the worst that we're seeing here in Clark County. Now, down at Dunn's Fall and out at Stuckey's Bridge, heavy rain. And it comes right in here. This worst is just west of the Dollar General there. Highway 513 coming from Jasper County into Clark County. And the further south we go, look at this, lightning strikes. This was about 8 minutes ago. We had these hit the ground. All of these bright yellow ones are where it has struck. Right there. That's going to be at Waterby where that is happening there. Tons of that going on. And still steady rain back over to Longs, over to Stonewall where the Piggly Wiggly is. But we get in here to Jasper County. Jasper, y'all have not paid attention, maybe not, but y'all are under this warning as well, flash flood warning. And right here, over at Paulding there at the courthouse, look at the rain there. Heavy rain still here at Rose Hill. Now, as we just learned, right here, Scott County just went under a flood warning. As we look at this, that flood warning is going to go until 2:30. That's our longest running one that we've got right now. As we turn that off, we can see a little bit better picture. Now, Newton County, for the most part, is getting a break, except the southeast corner due south of Chunky, here at the Lauderdale County line where it all joins there. We got more rain back over here at Jackson. We are expected more rain throughout the day. This is a very hazardous day. As we look north, look at Kemper County. That is a bunch of rain there. Okay, let's see here. Scott County just went under a flood emergency. I-20 westbound at Highway 49 in Scott County has been closed due to flooding. All right, let me repeat that for everybody. That's I-20 westbound at Highway 49, Scott County, I-20 has been closed. That takes a lot of water for the state to go, okay, we're going to close a road. And that's going to be over here on this west side as we look at this. Let's see if we can find that on the map. Let me pull that back up. Highway 49 is what we're looking for. Let's look. Here's 35. That's 501. It'll be one of these little small roads here that I'm not catching. I should have Googled that. I don't know that one off the top of my head, but we've got this in Scott County. It's where the road is going to be closed as we come across and look at this in this area here. I'll find that, and we'll get that up here in just a second. But one of the few times that we've had a road closed there. Let me see if I can do that this way. And again, we're live. I apologize for the slowness as we do this. I'm getting there. Scott County, Mississippi. All right, we'll have it here in just a second if this map here will work. And as we pull this up, yeah, this is going to be just to the west over here. A little bit further west there. Let me pull this map up as we look at this. That's why I wasn't finding it. It was just a little bit west of there. 49, right along in there. I-20 and US 49. I was looking in the wrong place there. That's a little bit further west. Right there is where we got an issue. So, lots going on there. Let's glance down. Let's see here. The Morton exit. MDOT closed due to flooding near the Morton exit. And let's go back to the map here. This will be right about here. Let's pull this up where you can see this. Right here, I-20. This is Morton. That's Old 80. So it would be right along in here that we're going to have the road closed. That's Highway 13, Mississippi 13 coming through there. We're getting reports of that area also. The main thing that we're extremely urging is to be careful no matter where you're going. Let me check messages, see if we've got anything else. Let's see. Happy birthday to Teresa from Marshall. She wanted to make sure that you knew you had a happy birthday. I'm watching right now. I'm getting, let's see, more pictures of the Neshoba County Fairgrounds. It's just unreal. WLBT out of Jackson, Mississippi reporting. They've got heavy rain there also. I'm getting notes of that as we look across at that. Now, again, if you've got something, please pass it along so that we can help others in our area. Let's see here. In Flora, Mississippi, water up to the doors at the Dollar General in Flora. We glance down here. 49 runs from Pearl back to Hattiesburg. Yeah, that's why I couldn't find it a minute ago. And it just didn't click with me of what was happening there. Chunky kayak and canoe rental about to be busy. Dakota, you're about right on that. Let's see here. I was planning to come to Meridian tomorrow for a few hours. I might hold off on that. You're right. Donna was thinking about that. And we're going to have heavy rain today and tomorrow. Watch your travel. Flora Overstreet tells us that rain gauge in downtown Hickory is sitting at 5 inches. It's a lot, isn't it? Fisher Road, we're getting reports of some power out. Let me refresh this and see if we got anything out. Yes, we do now. Let's pull this up where everybody can take a look here and pull right here as we go back to EMEPA. We're looking at least, let's look at the list here. Lauderdale County, we're looking at 168 people without power. Let's go back to this map to take a look at where this might be. And as we see this is going to be the zero community. As we zoom in on this, let's get a little closer. This is going to be Aycock Road, including, do you pronounce it Armetta Hood Road? I think you do. Fisher Road, I've been on that many a time. As we go south here, Fisher Road, all the way up to Purvis Road. It just goes on and on and on. Out on the rural route there in zero, if you'll see that. 167 of you are affected by this power outage. And I can tell you before I talk to EMEPA, this is due to the fact that we've had trees down on lines. And y'all expect more of this. This is one of those days we're going to have that. If you don't have a generator, it's time to think about that. They're one of the most handiest things that you can have, especially, and a lot of you I know that have parents and people that you take care of, and you need power when it comes to power outages for oxygen and this, that, and the other for folks that need it. Talk to our friends at Booker Electric. They can help you out with one. If you need one put in your home, they'll help you. And do that. You'll be 30 seconds without power, and boom, you're back running on a generator. Very, very handy. They'll tell you more about that. Talk to them today. They'll help you any way they can. As we go back and look over this, Debbie says everyone stay safe. Is I-20 from Newton, areas of this, Wanda Russell wanted to know, is there areas from Newton to Jackson closed? There's an area there in Scott County, yes, around Morton that it is closed, and also around 49 they've got issues there in Jackson. So I don't know if you're traveling or if you need to wait it out a little while or just hold off on going. Forrest Morton. Deborah answered that. You're quick. Thank you for doing that, because I do get caught up and I don't see every comment, and I appreciate that. 503 South and Newton Jasper County line have emptied the rain gauge at 8 inches and starting over. When's the last time anybody remembers 8 inches of rain in our area? That is just flabbergasting. Can I use that word? I don't usually use it, but hey, it sounded like a good day. See, a real chunk floater in rain. It is there as we look at this. All right, we got power outages. Let's glance back across here of anything else that we might have coming in. All right, getting updates of a flash flood warning now for Hinds County, Madison County, and Rankin County. As we look back at that, let's pull radar back up. I haven't pulled that up in just a little bit to show you the rain where we've got now. As we go back to Meridian Honda radar, it's tons of this. Meridian, Lauderdale County, still getting flooded. It has not lightened up any. If for whatever reason you are sitting at Lowe's or Walmart, anywhere in Meridian, and you think that you've got to travel Highway 11 south toward Enterprise down to Pachuta, wait. Don't do it. Maybe you're at the airport exit. Pull into the Shell station there. They got a nice big parking lot. Wait this out. Let this rain pass here. That road is just too dangerous to travel on right now. It's 2-lane, and we don't want anything to happen. All it takes is one puddle in your car sliding, and you bump into somebody else that's head on. Just not well worth it at all. Now, let's look over here, Jackson, as we're getting more and more of these flood warnings. We're getting around Jackson, Richland. If you're there watching us, we do have a lot of people that join us from other parts of the state, Florence area, Richland, pouring rain, Pearl. And we know how you get to about right here and you come around this curve. You know that new bridge they installed at Brandon? From there on, it's usually bumper to bumper all the way through Jackson. A very, very, probably some of the worst traffic we've got in the state of Mississippi. Right through there all the way past 55 till you get to the other side to go toward Jackson. Caution, caution, I urge you. This is Highway 49. And again, we've got areas of flooding that we're finding out right here in the Jackson metro area. As we come back across here, and we look at this area around Raleigh, Smith County, Silverina, they're getting a lot of rain. Puckett, Polkville. Now, let's go back here. We talked about Tum Suba. Let's go back in here to Union and these areas in Decatur and look at what they've told us here. The National Weather Service letting us know that a flash flooding of Good Hope Road east of Decatur, underwater there. Stay away from there if you can. Right at Decatur, multiple roads flooded across Newton County. And as I've said, I spoke with Jody Pennington a little bit more than 2 hours ago, and he urged anybody in Newton County to stay home. At Union, we're getting reports here of numerous roads flooded in Union. We've seen the pictures of those. Let's go here and see what this is. Neshoba County, that's going to be at House. It's a flash flood. Flooding on County Road 298, as I finally saw the handwriting there. County Road 298, right there at House is where we've got that. We move up here to the western side. This is going to be out here near the Neshoba County Fairgrounds. As we show here, numerous roads flooded across western and southern Neshoba County. That's the Dixon community, not far at all from where the fairgrounds are. If the fairgrounds are underwater, y'all all well know that there are other areas as well. I haven't gotten a lot of, I just got a remark about Collinsville area. I would think that there are some areas of that. Here's Collinsville here. As we look at this, the rain is starting to slack up a little bit here at the four-way south of there. I haven't gotten a lot of reports of any water over those roads. Doesn't mean it's not. Anywhere that goes down a hill, y'all watch those. Highway 80 from Newton to Jackson. I have not been told anything about that one. So if you're watching and anybody knows about information of Highway 80, Newton to Jackson, the back way into town, pass that along to us. Let's see what else we've got. And I mentioned Kemper County just getting rain. That's a lot of it, isn't it? Now we go here and we go to Cuba, right over here to McElroy Trucking. Look at that, all the way to that southern end of the county. Even rain moving in there at Cromwell. Butler, Alabama, this stretch from Gilberttown, it's flooding. That one red light in Gilberttown, you probably can't see it right now. It's coming down in between there and Butler, Highway 17. Be careful. Now, down Highway 45, this drops right out of between here and Shibuda. Originally, when we started, Shibuda wasn't getting that much, but we're showing a lot of rain now in Shibuda. That's kind of an overview of what we've got going on right now. Now, I'll have more updates if you've got incidents that we need to talk about, and that meaning power. If you've got wrecks that you know about, let us know and get that to us so we can share that with others. Where was this from? I don't have a location on that last picture that was sent in. And this is going to be, let me show you this picture. Valley Road, south of Plant Sweat, as we all know where that is. Let me show you this picture. If I can get this, it's not wanting to show for whatever reason. Let me try that one more time. It's just not going to pop up for me right. But we got a tree down, Valley Road, Plant Sweat, north of Fish Lodge Road is where that's at. We'll get that posted in a moment. That's not good to have that. I don't know why it won't pull up. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work, does it? No, it doesn't. That's what we've got. And again, that's a quick recap of what we got. We want to thank Lima for joining us, giving us the information that they know as well. If you're in the surrounding areas, let us know. Kind of loud, wasn't it? We'll be back with more coverage as we watch this from behind the scenes. State Boulevard, North Hills bounds. Road is covered with water. Creek flooded the roadway. Hal, thank you. Appreciate that. Highway 80 and Forest is flooded. We did get an answer on that about how the roads were. So you can't travel from 80 to Forest there toward Jackson. Just not worth it there. The intersection of 80 and 35 in Forest, completely underwater. So 80 is in a lot worse condition than we thought. We'll have more to come as we watch this again. From the sidelines, we'll post anything that we do know. Thank y'all for joining us. We do appreciate it. And thank you to all of our sponsors that join us to bring you weather coverage each and every time we go live. Appreciate it. We'll be back. And again, you can inbox us and let us know more information. Thank you so much.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: